The following statements you are about to hear are not made to offend or hurt anybody's feelings, although we may discuss serious topics. It's all entertainment, man. In all reality, don't take too serious. Have fun, laugh a little bit, relax. Let's talk about it. Shades Talk.
All right, so you said is the GOAT conversation. Well, let me start like this.
Okay.
Is the GOAT conversation messing up sports?
I'm glad you brought this. I'm glad. Thank you, sir.
You brought that up, so this is your topic, big dog.
We had Politic'n over the week. You was like, "Hey, bro, let's do a show." I said, "Cool." We was brainstorming over topics and just, you know what I'm saying, watching all this sports. You know, we gonna have you at ESPN, all that, man. We do what we do. We not fanatics. We really watch the game. We students of the game. Right. You know what I'm saying? We see what's going on, and the majority of the talk that you see what's going on in sports is who's the best,
right?
LeBron or Mike,
right?
LeBron or Mike. Kobe don't even get mentioned no more for real. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even a Kobe fan. I'm just calling spade a spade.
Right, yeah.
But it's like, dog, these are not the only niggas in sports, man. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. I don't know, man. I think the GOAT conversation, first of all, I think it's crazy because to me personally, I think there's eras of GOATs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no one without the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, without a Julius Erving or the Earl to Pearl, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or the Oscar Robinsons, you know what I'm saying? Like the Bernard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kings and all of that. Kings, yeah. There's no Mike Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't hear these names. Right. So that's my thing, bro. I feel like the GOAT conversation is killing the talk. Because now you don't even get to recognize anybody's greatness. Like, yeah, even I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I get it. He was on my squad for a few years, Miami. Should have stayed a little longer. We could have probably got forward. But it's cool. I respect. Thank you for coming through. But, like, the shit he doing is great, bro. Like, it's never going to be done again. Like, the longevity he doing, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wondering if he a robot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I do have questions. We don't know who his cousins is. We never met his dad. Right. I'm just that's another story. Is he AI for real? But nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, no, we not recognize Steph Curry's great. Steph Curry is one of the, if not the greatest shooter in history of the sport, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, the GOAT talk is killing the conversations because you not recognize the greatness of what's going on, past, present, and even now. You know, and what's coming along with the future. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that, bro.
Man, people gotta stop being so damn delusional about what they feel about their personal favorite. Okay. Like, they get so disrespectful to the opposition when they're trying to boost their personal favorite. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, all these dudes are great in their own right, and they're all competitors, period. You know what I'm saying? Y'all acting like if LeBron would have went back to the 90s, he would have just never existed. He would have never got to the NBA, and he would have never been able to score a point against, you know what I'm saying? Right. Bill Dula Day, whoever was playing at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, let's be real. You act like if Michael Jordan was playing now, he would be somebody's fifth. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Might be averaging 50.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be sixth man in the D League or something. Like, these dudes are great. Right. Yeah. Right. Yes, there are different errors and there are elevations in the game, and things do change. And if they were playing in that era, they would probably change along with the shit and been just as great. You know what I'm saying? That's like me taking 41-year-old me and putting me back in high school. Would I have been better then or better now if I was in high school now, or if I was high school then? Would I be doing the same thing? I don't know, because the game would change. I'll be playing with whatever skill sets and rules they have now. So if I had the dog in me and I wanted to be great, I would probably have done just as good. Maybe better, maybe worse. I don't know. But if you got the dog in you, you want to do great, you're going to do great. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be that. Yeah, sometimes there are victims of circumstances. There are better competition. You know what I'm saying? Probably is an average better play right now, but those standouts are probably still going to be standouts.
Yeah.
Period. So yeah, the GOAT competition used to really get me pissed off because I was a heavy Mike fan, and I still am a big Mike fan, but it used to turn me off when I have people that were Mike fans too, and they get so disrespectful to anybody that was compared to Mike. Michael Jordan with it. Man, you couldn't. I'm like, bruh, you about to fight this man over what you glazing Mike so bad that you getting your feelings hurt because somebody is now in competition with his legacy.
Right.
Like
right.
y'all gotta
really
stop
be
it,
the
bro.
Delusional cast, bro, because like, those in the same token, like you forget it took a minute, man. And the Detroit Piston boys had Mike's number for a minute. You know what I mean? Like
Mike never beat
like,
Bird. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like, Mike never did. You know what I mean?
So, right. So like there's no greatness without the losses. So that'd be my thing. Like then you also cut out everybody else who's been dope. You know what I mean? Like speaking of, continue on with the sports topic, like we don't recognize and talk about other people's greatness. Like we had the conversation the other day, like, hey dog, who was doper, like between Amari Stoudemire and Chris Webber? You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a good conversation.
That's a real, and I know he had brought up some stats. It's like they pretty much the same. I think one had like 5 All-Stars, another had 6. You know what I'm saying? Like
they close. So
yeah, like so it's like. Cause Webb was a beast. I feel like they got cheated out of one. We ain't gonna talk about the Laker Sacramento joints. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
but yeah, dogs. Just conversations like that. The GOAT conversation messed up other conversations like that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't know how accurate this is, but it says, and this is playoff stats.
Okay.
Their playoff stats. They both averaged around 18 points a game.
Okay.
CB had the edge in rebounds.
I was gonna say, I know Chris had at least an edge in assists.
Yeah, edge in. Oh, he definitely had the edge in assists. So Amari, I think, averaged 0.8 assists, where Chris averaged 3.6 assists. Rebounds 7.4 for Amari, 8.7 for Chris.
Okay.
Steals 0.8 for Amari, 1.1 for Chris.
Okay.
Yep. And blocks per game, they're about the same. 1.3 for Amari, 1.2 per assist. Now the career average points, they kind of line up too, because the total points for career average are 1,461 for Amari, 1,495 for Chris. Total rebounds 574 for Amari, 696 for Chris, and the biggest I feel like distance is in assists, because Chris has been a dog his whole career. That Washington Bullets Chris and that Kings Chris are two different players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like his role was different on the Kings, and he was a master facilitator as well.
Man. He was Jokic for Jokic, bro. He had the shooters around him. You know what I'm saying? He was kicking it out the paint. Like, he
was definitely one of the best passing big men.
Right.
At that time.
Absolutely.
And he averaged, what does it say? Let's see.
I would say Chris is more like an under the basket player a little bit, but Amari, boy, he had them springs, boy.
Amari had springs, super explosive, super athletic, you know what I'm saying?
He gonna put 50 on you, and like they all in the paint.
And he played with the team that promoted that athletic ability and his style of play, the Suns. They got out there and run, and it was perfect for him, and it was a perfect matchup. Man. They're both great. I'll take both of them, man. I was a big Amari fan.
If he ain't get hurt in 1 year, they probably would have beat San Antonio. They probably would have went to the chip and got
That's definitely a possibility.
That 1 year. I forgot what year it was, but he got hurt.
He was doing his thing.
He was balling. But but see, that's what I'm saying, man. And then you see, thank you for bringing up the numbers. Like, you gotta get Chris Webber his flowers, bro. Like, dude,
you gotta give it to him.
He was a beast all around player, man. 100%. Like he did his thing. Like I remember the Golden State days a little bit, but I mainly remember the Sacramento day, you know what I'm saying? Like the Stojakovic, baby year against them fucking playoff games was classic wars against LA and them boys, bro. Portland and them boys, man. Like, man. Like, see, you got to get these other boys their flowers too, man. Like, it was some dope. It's some dope players out there, dog. Like, it ain't just Brian and Mike, man. So
right.
And give my boy AI some love too. Stop tripping. Y'all gonna stop tripping on AI, man.
Yeah, AI is the man. All right, so Michael Jordan retired in 1993, right?
Right.
And then again in 99.
Right.
So that's a good point. So let's use Chris and Amari.
Okay.
For example, so their careers ran. Amari got in the league in 2002, left in 2016.
Okay.
Chris Webber got in the league in 93, left in 2008. Mike he ended in 99. So Chris was in the league about, what's that, 6 years before Mike left?
Yeah.
And was dogging.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he got in the league, started off hot, you know what I'm saying? Boofing on dudes, super athletic, explosive, running the floor.
Yeah.
Had a decent handle for a big man. And was doing this thing. And still did that throughout his career. Ended up ending his career in 2008. You know what I mean? So
hey, dog, I know it was a documentary on still gotta peep it on Netflix about the Olympic team where the practices
and they beat them.
Where Mike and Charles Barkley and all that, and Chris Webber and
Chris Webber was on that.
Niggas, Juwan Howard, Webber, Penny, I think Hardaway.
Who was the other cat from Duke? White dude.
Christian Layton. He from Buffalo too.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
He from
okay.
He went to Nichols High School.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. So man, y'all keep on putting people on this pedestal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, come on, man. They're cooking them boys. Like,
if I would have took prime Chris and prime Amari, and I would have put them on that Bulls team with Jordan his first couple years. You think the Pistons would have ran through them like that?
They beat Detroit.
You feel me? You think so?
Yeah.
Like, come on now. But if I take Rick Mahorn and who's the other dude? The white dude.
Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah. And I take them and I put them in the league. Would they still be as effective?
See, nobody want to talk about that, bro. Like, then, like, the majority of them boys back then, enforcers. Rules is different. I'm knocking you down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I want to see you try to do that on Chris Webber. I would love to see that.
Like
Chris Webber ain't no hoe. No, he ain't no punk, bro. You think you just gonna run up on Chris Webber in his prime?
Still score 30.
Are you serious, bro?
They not scoring 30 on Chris Webber.
We'll smoke their boots.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll smoke their boots. Amari was a man child, bro.
Dog.
Come on, man. Yeah, you can try to rough them up, beat them up. Okay, yeah. You going to hit them, and they going to put them on your back. They going to get up, dunk on you, and then you going to come down for like going to put you on your back, and then you going to try to slap boards or whatever because you wasn't even dunking like that.
Come on, man.
Y'all got to chill out, man, with all this narrative, man. Like, these guys, if they wasn't prime legends when they was playing, not to say Rick Mahorn and Bill Laimbeer weren't legends when they were playing, because they did their thing and they won championships. They were the best of the best at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not taking respect for them. But I'm not sitting here going to say that they were so great that there was no players after them that can't compete. That's what y'all keep on doing with this Michael Jordan debate. Man, grow with the talent in the game. If you really love the game and you enjoy watching it, you got to grow with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You stuck. You can't sit here and be stuck. Your growth is stunted. You can't be a stunted individual mentally. Move on, man. It's disrespectful to the game.
Man. Give them boys their props, man.
Give them their flowers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give them their props. Last one on the topic, and I'm gonna end it like, who would have had the better career, or who would have had the most championships if injuries didn't shorten their career?
Okay.
Derrick Rose, Brandon Roy, Darren Williams.
So this is, for me, it's a little bit of a convoluted question. And the only reason I say that
bring it back
is because there's a lot of players that were great and had good up and coming careers and then got hurt. So you just said like 3 or 4 of them. You know, you said Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose. Yeah. Who else did you say? Darren Williams. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway.
Penny. My bad. See, I could have kept going.
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying, but there's a lot of guys like that.
Penny, Grant. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Now, I'll say this: what they don't have in common, what they all have in common.
Tracy
McGrady, right? What they all have in common? They never won nothing when they was healthy.
What you mean?
They didn't win no championships when they was healthy.
True.
So to say or ask the question, I don't know how many they would have.
Derrick Rose was almost there, man. He was almost there, though. Jay, come on, Jay. I ain't gonna let you do that, bro. Don't do that.
Penny was almost there, too.
Penny was almost
in
there.
Orlando.
Penny should have, they should have kept, we ain't gonna talk, they should have kept that. Shake them dog, but bro. Like,
no, I'm not gonna say that they couldn't have won one.
Okay.
But it's not like, yes, their career definitely declined stats-wise as far as what they contributed to the game personally, for sure. Like Derrick Rose,
some had longer careers than others.
Some had longer careers.
Out of all, like Brandon Roy was like cut the short.
Yeah, it was definitely cut.
He was cut the short. Him and Derrick Rose was cut the shortest.
Yeah, it was cut.
I feel like even because Derrick Rose had a quicker rise. He was nice off rip. I think he had MVP within like his 3rd year. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not tripping, bugging. Brandon Roy, first of all, he played for Portland. You know what I'm saying? Playing for Portland and Chicago was 2 different markets. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So you ain't really, but niggas, real ones know Brandon Roy was that boy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the guy. He was giving Kobe fits. You know what I'm saying? Like if he didn't have them joints, them two, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing his thing. He was getting there.
And I blame Tim Thibodeau for Derrick Rose.
Tim Thibodeau. I
don't know why he's still a coach. He's running down Jalen Brunson and them boys now in New York. You see what's going on. I blame him. That's his fault, bro. I blame him. Derrick D. Rose would have been all right. You got this more than I. Come on, bro. Y'all know how you run players to the ground. Stop it.
So, I mean, you got a valid point, but what I'm saying is, if they didn't win anything when they was healthy, even though they may have been having success in the league.
All right, fair enough.
You know what I mean? What's to say that if they were kept their career going healthy, they would have still won? Because winning and being a star player are 2 different things.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like it takes a lot to win. There's a lot of sacrificing. There's a lot of longevity to go along with that. You know what I'm saying?
To rebuttal that a little bit. Because, for example, Portland had, at one point, LaMarcus Aldridge, Greg Oden, Brandon Roy.
Correct.
All them boys was, like, never healthy at the same fucking time.
Right.
So, yes, they didn't win nothing. True. Right. But, like, that also was health and injuries was also a detriment to that.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I go back. Like, if boys wasn't cheated from that, like Portland was a problem. Like we don't talk about that. They was all right. They had a couple games together. You see the potential, but it wasn't enough.
Right.
For them where they was able to make their run. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
At least Derrick Rose had a run.
Yeah.
Penny had a run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grant didn't really have a run.
Right.
You know what I mean? Him and Stackhouse, like them boys. You know what I mean? Like the health got in the way of boys being able to make runs like other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Brandon Roy is probably one of the most tragic situations because he was probably like really one of the best at the time. And this is when the time when you had Kobe was the Mamba.
For real.
Like he was the Mamba. Kobe, there wasn't nobody fucking with Kobe. Period. As far as his work ethic, him on the offensive end, him on the defensive end, him as a competitor, his intensity, and there was nobody even close. And B. Roy was that guy. Like they couldn't fuck with him. And then shortly after that, you had D. Wade, and could nobody really fuck with D. Wade. You know what I mean? So there were other great guards, and D. Roy was one of them in the league that was definitely comparable to those guys at that time. Yeah. And it's sad and unfortunate his career got cut short to injuries. But that's how I feel about Grant Hill, man, and Penny Hardaway is probably one of my favorite players of all time.
Penny was bad.
Penny was a bad man, you know what I'm saying? And to watch both of those dudes
And both of them boys was ahead of their time, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I just heard,
for sure.
Like Grant Hill, they had a story like how Grant Hill kind of cooked Mike Jordan in the practice. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is a forward with point guard handles, bro. Yeah. Like
you they was Mike can fuck with Grant.
They was the first hybrids for real. Yeah, and Penny and Grant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like 6'8", 6'9", shit. Yeah, 6'7", balling out here, being able to cook you at the top of the key. And then we down here yamming on niggas.
I love Mike. But Mike wasn't invincible. He wasn't infallible either. He wasn't fucking with Grant Hill. You know what I'm saying? But that's not his job.
Right.
He's a two guard. Sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like y'all keep on putting all these people together like
they was the same positions.
Like they the same position and like one is all right, guess what? Mike can't guard Shaq. Is Shaq even in the conversation for being like one of, I mean, maybe he is in some people's, but he ain't in the GOAT category. No. You know what I'm saying? So like, come on, man, y'all gotta be real.
That's Shaq's fault. He admit that too. He say that like, nigga, if Shaq had the Kobe mentality, bro, been the most dominant player, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But you know that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's different, bro. Yeah, you a big man. You know what I'm saying?
Getting a lot of pounded pause. You get hurt down there and all that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Nigga also wanted to be a rapper, was in movies and chilling and getting $100 million contracts in the early 2000s.
Listen, man, Shaq did what Shaq do, bro.
Right.
He was the biggest, strongest, fastest person.
Yeah,
probably in the world at the time. So he went in here.
Greatest big man in the world, double team.
Exactly.
Nobody check me.
Nobody can dominate. And he did what he did, bro. I mean, if I had those physical capabilities,
right,
I'm not gonna need to practice. What the fuck which one am I gonna practice?
Yeah.
What do I need to practice for?
I wouldn't have let Kobe get one more than me though. I couldn't.
He had no choice.
You'll never hear the end of it. He did, bro. He just ain't choose healthy snacks.
He definitely did. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like, he definitely did. Never hear the end of it, nigga.
But the game caught up to Shaq anyway, bro. It was moving faster. You know what I'm saying? It was a game of movement. It wasn't
I'm bullshit. You right.
Get down low and just, you know what I'm saying, power basketball game.
It was fading out the original big man for real. Like, you ain't popping out shooting threes like Cat Towns.
Yeah, man. And Shaq, I love Shaq. He was the most dominant, in my opinion, big man of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time. I don't care. I don't give a fuck who you put in that paint. Yeah. You can have Lou Alcindor. You can have Wilt Chamberlain. You can have, what's my man? Bill
Russell.
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
And whoever you want, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Whoever you want to put down there, you throw them down there. Both bad boys. Yeah. Bill Laimbeer and Rick Mahorn.
It's a picture where he dunked on the whole Nets team. Now you remember hey, body in the joint, like,
you feel me?
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah.
I put like this. One of my favorite players growing up was Kenyon Martin. He, went to UC. Man. You know what I'm saying? I was
playing
a UC
my boy
fan.
Leonard Stokes. Shout out Buffalo's finest.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was a Columbus kid. You know what I'm saying? Used to be a UC basketball fan.
Yeah, Kenyon Martin was a dog.
A dog. In any era, I'll put Kenyon. And
he had what, 2 broken legs?
Two broken legs. Came back. Yeah. Still got in the league. You know what I'm saying? Had bounce. Strong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Was a defender, enforcer. Nobody ever said they hold him. If I put him with Jordan and them Bulls, guarantee you they wouldn't be over there pushing motherfuckers around in the paint like that. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Ken smacking the fuck out of Bill Laimbeer, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He would have been.
Yeah, he on the list. Charles Barkley is a list like Zach Randolph and Dirk.
Bro.
DeMarcus Cousins on there. Yo, that boy.
Put DeMarcus down there.
Kenyon definitely on the list, bro.
You feel me? Put DeMarcus Cousins down there. You think Rick Mahorn? Man, no.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say they ain't gonna go at it. They gonna go at it. Ain't gonna be no one-sided shit. But they ain't gonna be no suckers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I'll say that to say this. Kenyon Martin, elite athletic ability. Yeah. He said the only thing that stops Shaq is God and time.
God and time. That's a fact.
That's it, period.
That's a fact.
And anybody think different, you can think what you want. I seen the highlights.
Yeah, nobody's
I seen the highlights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's going to be what it's going to be, bro.
See how you can have a conversation like about more GOATs and more great players without those two? That's how you doing, kids.
That's just the truth, man. Yeah. You know, everybody's great in their own right, and they all deserve respect because they all got to that highest level of play.
Yeah,
they all did it. Now, when they got there, you know,
right,
some exceeded the others. But I heard somebody say this quote, and you take it for what you want to take it for.
Okay.
It said, Mike, monster among men when he was playing.
Yeah.
Bron, they said Bron, in this current level of basketball, monster among monsters.
Ooh. Monster among... Okay. See, I'm with you on that. Because they were like, nah, man, Penny and them boys, but they came later in Mike's career. And that's the thing. Mike was in between. Like, Mike came... When let's talk about it. Mike came in with Magic, Bird, Julius, all them boys was on their last leg. Dominated when he's supposed to dominate, and then when here come he retired when Shaq came in for a little bit. Right. Hakeem got his too. And but like the Pennies, I'm missing some names. Give me some names. The Pennies, the Coke. From like 90, like 96, the Grand Hills.
Yeah, the Grand Hills.
The Stackhouse, you know what I'm saying?
The J Kids, the Stackhouse.
The J Kids, right. 96, right.
Yeah.
Right, we can keep going and going.
Ray Allen's, all them.
He coming in on the tail end. So, LeBron, shit. Because of that, Steph Curry don't get the prize like he's supposed to. This nigga got 4 rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Might get another one this year. And I hope he do. Shout out to Jimmy Butler. Miami did him dirty. We can say this talk for later about the old this nigga. Yeah, see what Jimmy cooking right now. Steph might get one more, bro. I could see what Adam Silver doing now. They setting up because we was supposed to get the Kobe LeBron final. Never got it. So what we was the Steph, the Lakers, and the Warriors in the battle of the old heads between Steph, the final chapter type shit. To go to the I see.
That'll be fire.
I see it, bro. But I said all that to say, like,
gonna happen, but it'd be fire.
Yeah, I don't know. But Steph, bro. But damn shit, OKC ain't really. That's another convo, bro. But Steph don't get his props. Like LeBron is definitely playing against some monsters, bro. He's definitely against some monsters.
Been playing against monsters, bro. Like, these dudes is like this talent. This, in my opinion, this is great basketball. People are playing.
Him getting that chip with Cleveland, being down with it was about 3-1. Like that's one of the greatest.
That's crazy.
It's one of the greatest chips. Like they can talk about him going 8 times all he want, not getting as many as Mike. May not get it.
Period.
But that's one of the greatest chips. I give it for real. Now, if Draymond ain't get suspended, you know what I'm saying, the one joint, and then we can talk about semantics.
Draymond over here stepping on scrotums and shit, so he need to chill. He deserved to be suspended, bro. Suspend that motherfucker. You know what they said?
Draymond was bugging, son.
You know they said they be in the hood and they be like, let my boy Monster out of jail, and the homeboy in the porch like. What? No, don't let him. For what? Right. No, keep him locked up.
Ain't no free him, man.
Nah, man, I like Draymond. He's passionate fucking player.
He was bugging.
He was, bro, but he was doing too much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, Draymond. He did it to himself.
But nah, that's one of the greatest rings, man. Like they did their thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I agree, man. Get a GOAT some love. There's some eras, GOATs eras, there's eras of the GOATs, there's great players, there's dope players, you know what I'm saying? Shit, at one point we was talking about Chris Paul and Darren Williams being the illest point guards ever, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
for sure. Yeah, there's levels.
There's levels.
There's levels to it. Chris Paul is a great point guard.
Yeah.
Was a great point guard.
Annoying as fuck, but yeah.
Super annoying, yeah. I don't think I'll hang out with the motherfucker.
Nah.
But yeah, as far as basketball goes.
Oh yeah, one of the greatest basketball minds.
Bro. Super elite talent. Rajon Rondo, elite talent.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got those guys out there. And guess what? This is LeBron's era of play. All these great all-time players. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of the best during that time period. So I can't take nothing away from. I'm not going to take nothing away from any player that came before him, and I'm not going to take it away from the players that are going to come after him.
Right.
Have your favorite. That's cool, but respect the game at the end of the day.
Right.
If you just want to over here and glaze people just to glaze people and say they the best and be all in your feelings when somebody brings you an opposition, all right, man, whatever. Take that shit over there. But be real with your opinion. That's all I ask. I don't care who you have an opinion for. Just be honest about it. Now you just get to the point where you just want to win an argument. That shit corny to me.
Yeah. I hate to say it. I think Boston might get another one. We gonna see.
I fuck with Jason Tatum.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown, that's my guy. I fuck with him as a human being for what he represents.
Absolutely. Shout out Jaylen Brown.
Shout out Jaylen Brown.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah,
that's probably somebody I feel like I talk. I
can definitely sit down and have a conversation with that brother. Yeah, he's a solid individual from what I know.
Yeah.
Period. That's who y'all need to be looking up and paying attention to. Jaylen Brown. Shout out to Jaylen Brown.
My brother really trying to pour in the black community and get shit popping with his millions. Like that's
100%.
You know what I mean? So props to Jaylen Brown, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to revisit some shit though, but this was this was a dope combo.
Yeah. This was much needed, bruh. Y'all see what it is. Stay dangerous.
You got any projects coming up?
Oh yeah, we got some things in the work, man. The pen been moving, been writing. More content dropping, man. We got just posted another joint freestyle up. Check that out, man. We got the Dreams of Being Me freestyle out. We got the Eternal Wars freestyle out. Got some Lunch Session Chronicles out, man. So I've just been thinking about like putting everything I got together and just like dropping another joint on their head. Like I got mad music, bro. That's like just sitting and need to do something with it. So 100%. On top of dropping new shit, I still got new shit for y'all ears that y'all ain't hear. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We gonna work, bro. Yep. What about you, bro? What's popping your way?
I'm just trying to keep my ear to the street. You know what I mean, man? Keep it moving and take whatever opportunities come my way. And, you know, just live life to the fullest at this point in time. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's a grind, though. Don't get me wrong.
Come on.
The hard work is still hard work. If you want it bad enough, you can attain it. But
amen.
It's just one of them things that, you know.
I'm just politicking with shades on, trying to give you games like Parker Brother, my name,
Bar.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
With you, brother. Can't wait to do this again, man.
Hell yeah, we out.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That was cool, man. I know he left shit on the docket, but whenever we flow, bro. Like, it works. You know what I'm saying?